Okay, and I want to get back to our top story. Now, there were videos where you could hear a mob chanting Allahu Akbar. It went viral last night. A mob then pelted stones at the police who were providing security to a demolition squad of the municipal corporation that was removing encroachment on government land, on public land, following court orders. The riotous situations erupted despite the Delhi police holding multiple meetings in the past with local peace committees or Aman committees of the locality and explaining to them that the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque was not being targeted, but following court orders, illegal structures around that area, including an illegal banquet hall, an illegal parking lot, an illegal diagnostic center, that is what is being claimed by the police, were being removed. But then who spread the rumors? Who was trying to trigger a riot? Asking people late at night, post-midnight, come out of your homes for the sake of religion and community, or words to that effect. We get you our top story.
At midnight, Turkman Gate in Delhi turned into a flashpoint. 32 bulldozers, 4 excavators. Anti-encroachment drive near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque turned violent. The trigger, rumors and messages alleging that the mosque itself was being demolished. The operation was planned in coordination meeting with the Aman committee and local stakeholder and was aimed only at encroachments. A banquet hall, shops, an illegally built dispensary, all near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque, on the orders of the Delhi High Court.
Guys, आप देख सकते हैं ये दरगाह फैज़-ए-इलाही का क्या हाल है?
But as rumors of mosque demolition spread, a crowd gathered. Stone pelting began, and the police responded with tear gas. 2 policemen were injured in the line of duty.
मेरे हिसाब से 2000 या से एस्टिमेट होगा। एक गेट है, उसको बंद करने के लिए सर गए, सर के साथ में मैं भी गया था। फिर सर को भी पत्थर लगा, फिर आगे पीछे जाते वक्त मुझे भी पत्थर लग गया।
बैरिकेड लगे हुए थे, जगह जगह बैरिकेड लगा रखे थे पब्लिक को रोकने के लिए कि भाई ऐसा कुछ ना है, जो कोर्ट के ऑर्डर हैं उसके हिसाब से काम होगा। अचानक गलियों से पत्थर आने लग गए, पत्थरबाजी होने लग गई रोड से सामने से।
Now videos have surfaced exposing what police call a deliberate attempt to give a legal action a religious color.
भाई मस्जिद को तोड़ रहे हैं लोग, मस्जिद को। मुसलमानों जाग जाओ, अभी वक्त है। ये देखो।
अब मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ यहाँ पर बिल्डोजर। ये सामने आप देख रहे होंगे बिल्डोजर। मैं दिखाता हूँ कितने बिल्डोजर आए हैं। मेरे भाइयों, घर पे बैठने से कुछ नहीं होगा। घर से निकलो, दरगाह फैज़-ए-इलाही के बाहर आओ, पूरी रात काली करो, मस्जिद को कुछ होने नहीं देना है, जल्दी से।
Police say these videos were circulated to trigger violence. 5 are arrested, many others detained. Police say the conspiracy is being uncovered layer by layer.
इस मामले में 5 लोगों को ऑलरेडी गिरफ्तार किया जा चुका है और बाकियों की भी इमेजेस हैं, तो उनके ऊपर भी कार्रवाई करेंगे।
We had deployed drone cameras. We have CCTV cameras. We had used body-worn cameras also. In fact, one of the police officers who were injured, he was wearing a body-worn camera. So we are analyzing that CCTV footage. Based on that, we'll be able to identify. In fact, some of them have been already detained, and we are questioning them.
A video of SP-MP Mohibullah Nadwi at the Turkman Gate arguing with the police has also surfaced. On Tuesday morning, the true picture of demolition emerged. The mosque stands untouched, only illegal structures raised.
This is the diagnostic center brought down. The genset can be seen very clearly. Possibly the owners thought that nothing would happen to their structure despite the many of the warnings. Mosque stands untouched, This is the structure which is right next to the mosque, which has been taken down, and where the authorities possibly thought it might damage the mosque, the bulldozers were stopped.
MIM MP Asaduddin Owaisi, however, questioned the BJP and police.
ये तो गलत है बिल्कुल। अरे पूरा लिखा हुआ है इसमें, इसका रिकॉर्ड है, वक्फ फंड दिया जा रहा है। इस फैसले के खिलाफ फौरन SLP डालकर सेटस को लेने की बहुत जरूरत है, मगर वक्फ की जायदाद का नुकसान हुआ इसमें।
तमाम उन अवैध निर्माणों के खिलाफ मांग करेगा, कार्रवाई करेगा, तो क्या आप वहीं पे बुलडोज़र भेजेंगे? ये सवाल मेरा है दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री से भी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी से भी।
What began as an anti-encroachment drive turned violent after rumors. The police have assured action against the encroachers and those who sparked the chaos. With Arvind Ojha and Amit Bharadwaj, Bureau Report, India Today.
Spontaneous or a planned, an effort for a planned riot. Joining me on the latest in investigations and on the police action is Madhur Verma, Joint Commissioner of Delhi Police's Central Region. Mr. Verma, welcome. Is the situation now completely under control? Questions are being asked about the operations being undertaken late at night in biting cold. इतनी रात में हाड़ कपाने वाली सर्दी में ऑपरेशन क्यों सर?
मैं वही बताना चाहूँगा कि पहले तो दिल्ली पुलिस वाज फैसिलिटेटिंग, दिल्ली पुलिस जो है अतिक्रमण हटाने का MCD का काम फैसिलिटेट कर रही थी और हमें नंबर अदरवाइज ऑल्सो इट इज़ ऑलवेज बेटर अगर ये हम रात में अतिक्रमण हटाते हैं तो जो इतना थिकली पॉपुलेटेड एरिया जो कि आसफ अली रोड LNJP का हॉस्पिटल पास में है और ये और बहादुर शाह जफर मिंटो रोड से जो ट्रैफिक मर्ज होता है तो अमूमन वेरी अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग ही इस प्रकार की एक्सरसाइज की जाती है ताकि कम्यूटर्स को प्रॉब्लम ना आए क्योंकि ये बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ी जगह थी, लगभग 40,000 फीट एरिया का अतिक्रमण हटाना था तो कुछ काफ़ी घंटे लग जाने थे। तो टेंटेटिव हमारी प्लानिंग थी रात को 2 बजे या उससे पहले स्टार्ट करेंगे, तो लगभग 1 बजे करीब हमने स्टार्ट की और 7 बजे तक हमने ये सारी एक्सरसाइज कंप्लीट करी।
Okay. So, Madhur Verma, was there a wider conspiracy to incite the mob and the use of social media? What have your initial investigations indicated? जिस तरह की बातें निकल कर आ रही हैं और words to the effect, मुसलमानों रात काली करो, घर से निकलो, मिलिट्री आ गई है और words to that effect, you've seen those videos, sir. What have your investigations indicated?
जी प्रारंभिक जांच में ये सामने आया कुछ प्रकार के लोग सोशल मीडिया पे इस तरह की अफवाह फैलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। अब सोशल मीडिया का मिसयूज केवल इस इंसिडेंट में नहीं हुआ, तमाम प्रकार के इंसिडेंट्स में सोशल मीडिया का मिसयूज होता है जो कि हम लोग हमारी OSIN टीम्स और हमारी साइबर क्राइम की टीम जिसको मॉनिटर करती हैं। लेकिन इस पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट में भी जो कुछ सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स ने लोगों को इकट्ठा होने के लिए कहा और अफवाहें फैलाई और उसका इम्पैक्ट मतलब मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पे कुछ भीड़ इकट्ठी हो गई। ये कुछ मिसक्रिएंट्स थे जिसका अनुमान हम लगाते हैं 100-150 के करीब मिसक्रिएंट्स थे जिन्होंने इस प्रोसेस को हिंडर करने की कोशिश की। इनफैक्ट पुलिस पार्टी के ऊपर इन्होंने पथराव भी किया लेकिन तुरंत पुलिस पार्टी रीग्रुप होकर उनको हमने काबू में भी किया। लगभग 5 जो क्रिमिनल्स थे जो उनको वहीं से गिरफ्तार किया गया। उसके अलावा अन्य प्रकार की हमारे पास फुटेज हैं, हमारे जो बॉडी वॉर्न कैमराज हैं, CCTV फुटेज है, वीडियोग्राफर्स में इमेजेस हैं हमारे पास। हमने मामला दर्ज कर लिया है और इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहे हैं और जल्द ही और भी व्यक्ति जिन्होंने ये काम को या तो इंस्टिगेट किया है या इसमें इन्होंने योगदान दिया है पत्थरबाजी में, उनके खिलाफ भी कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
So we were told that there were several meetings of the Aman Committee or the Peace Committee and at multiple levels, at the level of the SHO, DCP, I'm told one even at your level. Despite all of this, the police was targeted. I'm told 5 policemen were injured. आपके हिसाब से क्या ये सब किसी साजिश का हिस्सा है? क्या कॉन्स्पिरेसी दंगा भड़काने की थी?
जी गौरव, बिल्कुल, क्योंकि ये वेल इन एडवांस दिल्ली पुलिस ने इसकी प्लानिंग स्टार्ट कर दी थी। इसमें हमने हमारे जितने भी ये मिक्स्ड पॉपुलेशन वाले एरियाज़ होते हैं वहाँ पे अमन कमेटी या नागरिक सुरक्षा समितिज़ होती हैं, उनकी मीटिंग्स ली गई, अफवाहों से दूर रहने की बात की गई, एक्सप्लेन किया गया ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर एंक्रोचमेंट रिमूवल के बारे में। जो अफवाहें फैलाई जा रही थी कि रिलीजियस स्ट्रक्चर्स वगैरह को डिमोलिश करने की, उस पर भी हमने क्लैरिफिकेशंस दी। और मेरा ये मानना है कि उसी का इम्पैक्ट था कि मेजॉरिटी, क्योंकि ये काफ़ी थिकली पॉपुलेटेड एरिया है, यदि अगर आप उस एरिया से वाकिफ हों तो ये पुरानी दिल्ली का ये चांदनी महल का एरिया, कमला मार्केट का एरिया और ये जामा मस्जिद का एरिया, बिल्कुल आसपास ये काफ़ी थिकली पॉपुलेटेड एरिया है। उस हिसाब से कोई ये जो कुछ मिसक्रिएंट्स थे उनको कोई मास या कुछ इस तरह की सपोर्ट नहीं थी। हाँ, ज़रूर हो सकता कुछ को सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू लोगों ने इंस्टिगेट करने के लिए अपने सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट के लिए कोशिश की हो, और उस चीज़ की हम जांच कर रहे हैं। लेकिन हमने इसमें तमाम प्रकार के प्रिकॉशंस लिए थे, मीटिंग्स ली थी और उसके बाद प्रॉपर अरेंजमेंट लगाया था जिसमें वी डिप्लॉयड अप्रोप्रिएट फोर्स, सो दैट बिकॉज जनरली अगर अच्छी फोर्स रहे तो फिर फोर्स का इस्तेमाल ज़रूरी नहीं रहता। तो तमाम प्रकार के दिल्ली पुलिस ने अरेंजमेंट किए थे जिस कारण से सुचारू ढंग से ये एंक्रोचमेंट रिमूवल कराया जा सका।
That's a very interesting point you make there, that police were there in large numbers and that's why the situation did not go out of hand. Some people may have tried, but there were also some political leaders there. कुछ राजनीतिक दलों के नेता वहाँ थे, both before the stone pelting and at the time of stone pelting. In your initial investigations, आपकी शुरुआती जांच में उनकी कोई भूमिका के बारे में आप मुझे बता सकते हैं?
जी, अभी इस मामले में मैं अभी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि इट इज़ टू अर्ली फॉर दैट इन्वेस्टिगेशन। वी हैव स्टार्टेड द केस। यहाँ पे ज़रूर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के ऑनरेबल एमपी ने विजिट किया था, लेकिन जब हमारी डेमोलिशन एक्सरसाइज स्टार्ट हुई थी एंक्रोचमेंट रिमूवल, तब तक उनको जाने के लिए कह दिया गया था और वो चले भी गए थे। तो लेकिन फर्दर इसके बारे में तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन के बाद ही बताया जा सकता है।
So before I let you go, sir, Turkman Gate has a history of bulldozers being used to remove encroachment. In fact, in the past, you'd recall, during emergency, shots were fired, lives were lost. You studied that. Were there lessons to be learnt? इसको उस इंसिडेंट को देखकर इमरजेंसी में जो 50 साल पहले हुआ था उससे भी क्या कोई सबक लिया गया डिप्लॉयमेंट को लेकर या पुलिस की संख्या को लेकर?
ये एक्चुअली सारा अरेंजमेंट प्रॉपर प्लानिंग से किया गया था। प्रॉपर इंटायर जो सेंट्रल डिस्ट्रिक्ट है जहाँ पे पुरानी दिल्ली का ये इलाका है, वहाँ पे 9 जोन्स बनाई गई थी। प्रत्येक पुलिस स्टेशन इलाके में एक एडिशनल डीसीपी पोस्ट किए गए थे। ट्रैफिक मूवमेंट्स डाइवर्ट की गई थी। प्लानिंग के पार्ट में नंबर ऑफ मीटिंग्स की गई थी। इवन इलाके की मॉस्क्स के मौलवियों के साथ भी अलग से मीटिंग की गई थी जिसमें उनको ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के बारे में बताया गया था। साथ ही वीडियोग्राफर्स और बॉडी वॉर्न कैमरास भी इसमें हमारी टीम ने इस्तेमाल किए थे। उसी का आज हम उन्हीं बॉडी वॉर्न कैमरास और वीडियो जो फुटेज है उसको हम स्क्रूटनी कर रहे हैं और वी आर आइडेंटिफाइंग कि और कौन से मिसक्रिएंट्स हैं जो हमारे दायरे में आ सकते हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेशन में आ सकते हैं। हम लोग इसमें अपनी फेशियल रिकॉग्निशन सिस्टम टेक्नोलॉजी भी इस्तेमाल में लाएंगे ताकि हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकें और जिन्होंने भीड़ का फायदा उठा के पुलिस पार्टी पे पथराव किया उनके ऊपर सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई कर सके।
Mr. Verma, for joining me here on this India First special broadcast, many thanks. Now I want to throw it open for a wider discussion. Why should there be a riotous situation? Why should there be stone pelting when court orders are being followed and when the police have had multiple meetings with the localities Aman Committee or the Peace Committee and they've explained in detail the task at hand? Or was there a wider conspiracy to incite a mob? Videos that went out, that were circulated, telling people how they should reach the venue. Religious slogans were heard. Political leaders were there. Joining me on India First is Dr. Ajay Alok. He is the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Abbas Haider is the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Tausif Ahmed Khan is an advocate and a political analyst, joins us on the show. And as always, a pleasure also to have Yashovardhan Azad, former special director of the Intelligence Bureau. Abbas Haider, the BJP claims Samajwadi Party Rampur MP Mohibullah Nadwi, his presence at the demolition site at 1 in the morning was in support of stone pelters. He's being accused of traveling 200 kilometers to back the stone pelters for a vote bank, sir. Would you respond to this? Because the BJP says this is quite like Sambhal mein jo hua tha. From Sambhal to Delhi, opposition ka haath pattharbazon ke saath is what the BJP says, sir.
First of all, Samajwadi Party condemned any sort of violence, stone pelting or anything. We totally are with any sort of a peaceful protest. That is the constitutional right of every citizen. But we do not endorse any sort of anarchy, first of all. Second, Mr. Mohibullah Nadwi is certainly member of parliament from Rampur, but his government residence is very close to Turkman Gate, and also an imam of a mosque which is very close to that area. Second thing and most important thing, like Joint Commissioner Verma has clarified, unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party has said, Mr. Nadwi was asked to leave and he left. But the most important thing is Mr. Nadwi was there. He called the police commissioner and other high officials of the police. He wanted to mediate between the public and the administration. And if the help of the opposition would have taken, I believe that this should not have happened right then. Because, you know, the Bharatiya Janata Party, they wanted to instigate violence. They wanted to use it as a political tool. They wanted to do, you know, their only motive was to disturb peace because they get benefited out of it. That is one and the first.
That's a grave charge that you level. Let me get Dr. Ajay Alok to respond.
One more thing.
The BJP wanted a flare-up. And that is why all of this happened. The BJP, and I want to ask you, sir, why does the BJP see a wider conspiracy to incite riots? Why this talk of vote bank politics and the presence of Mohibullah Nadwi of the Samajwadi Party at the site? He's after all an imam of a mosque close by, lives not far from there. Why shouldn't he be there, sir, to mediate, as the SP says?
I guess, Gaurav, we have missed playing one more bite of that MP, which was given to us and other channels, where he's clearly saying that they are coming to destroy our mosque. The MP Sahab himself is saying they are coming to destroy the mosque. He was the one who incited. And when the police told him, he left. But by that time, his supporters were already there, exciting everyone. Niklo mere shero, bahar niklo, masjid bachani hai, raat kali karni hai, all that kind of provocative statement. He did his job and he left very conveniently. And that's what Delhi police is investigating, and that's what Joint Commissioner just said that I won't like to name because we are undergoing the investigation. And I'm pretty sure that once the investigation is complete, this man is going to go behind the bars. He's going to be jailed. There is no doubt about it. I'm ultra sure. Because I also live very nearby to Turkman Gate. I also know a lot of things, what actually happened there. Now, this is a pattern. First, tell me one thing. Why in India, wherever a Muslim lives in a ghetto and nearby any Hindu community, why do we need to have a peace committee? Why? Everywhere peace committee, Amen committee. What for peace committee? Who disturbs the peace? What is the track record? Take all the places. Who disturbs the peace at the first time? I mean, police has been talking with them, the SHO, the SDM, everyone has been talking with them for the last 10 days. It was pretty clear that the encroached area is going to be demolished. It is a High Court order. And then this is a sustained effort. And that I call this is an ecosystem sustained effort. It's not happening in Delhi. It has happened in Amroha. It has happened in Saharanpur today. It has happened in Patna. It has happened in Darbhanga. It has happened in Lucknow. Everywhere illegal encroachment maximum in the name of Eidgah, Dargah, and all these things. Why?
That's a grave charge you level. I'll get the Samajwadi Party to respond.
But removal of encroachment.
I want to bring in Tausif. I want to quickly bring in Tausif.
If somebody clears the encroachment, there'll be stone pelting. Why?
Okay, let me get
and
Tausif
every time a leader excites them.
What are the Supreme Court guidelines in 2024?
Okay, let me get Tausif Ahmed Khan to respond. Tausif Ahmed Khan, there was a court order. The police say that was being followed. What explains the stone pelting? Rule of law or rule of mob, sir?
No, Gaurav, the Delhi administration or the BJP's administration is trying to hide behind this court order, which is not final. You see, an order passed by a court without jurisdiction is non-est, that is void ab initio. This is a Waqf land, and therefore there's a contention that the Waqf tribunal should have passed the order, not the High Court. And the petition was filed by the Mosque committee, and a notice was issued on the MCD, on the Urban Development Ministry, and on the Waqf board to file the reply. And the matter is posted for hearing on April 22nd. Therefore, under the garb of the late night, under the garb of this, not so final order, police tried to, the administration tried to take this step. Why? Because BJP wants another riot in Delhi. BJP is instigating and provoking, and BJP is plotting another riot in Delhi, for which the people should, thwart. People should not fall for this trap. Secondly,
and yet some did. Okay, go on, sir, complete your point.
We have a chief minister who says on the House of the Assembly that Bhagat Singh threw bomb against the Congress government. So we have a chief minister who is Sakha educated. What can we expect? It is the people of Delhi who will give answer to BJP government in the times to come.
Fair enough. At the same time, the same Masjid committee, just on facts on this issue, the same Masjid committee submitted before the High Court that it only wanted protection of the mosque and the graveyard and not the illegal structures around it, which it conceded. And I will play that out for you. I will read that out for you. I want to bring in Yashovardhan Azad. Sir, was the mob sending out a message, it will not follow court orders? Social media posts, stone pelting, presence of political leaders. In your experience, sir, how do you view these developments? You heard Madhur Verma there, that they were only following court orders, and they'd explained everything to the Peace Committee repeatedly at the level of the SHO, at the level of the DCP, at the level of the Joint Commissioner.
Well, I couldn't hear you clearly. Is my voice coming out clear?
Strength 5, go on, sir.
Okay. Well, let me say at the very outset that any encroachment removal in India is mired in controversy. And there is a lot of opposition, whether right or wrong. In this particular case, the satellite shows the encroachment which took place last year. And whatever, High Court had given the order for encroachment removal, and I think there was no business for any politician to hang around there. It was not a police action. It was an action taken by the municipal corporation on the orders of the High Court, and the police went, and I admire the restraint which the police showed over there. 5 policemen were also injured. And I think in cases like this, encroachment removal, it always becomes political sensitive. And the question of whataboutery starts. And okay, I accept that point also, that when they say that, what about the encroachment removal of the Hindu religious areas? Yes, that should also be done, and I accept that. But as far as this removal encroachment is concerned, there should have been no politician over there. And police rightly told that gentleman to leave, and he left. I'm very happy about that. And I think after a High Court order, it's well known that the accused or the people who are the victims try all kinds of ruses in the court to delay this kind of encroachment removal. But I totally support encroachment removal everywhere in Delhi, whether it is a Hindu, Muslim, whatever kind it is there. And one should not allow any politician to be there whenever in law enforcement.
Oh, absolutely. And how does it become, because it's around a mosque, it cannot be done. Because it's a religious place, it cannot be done. Do it for every religion. If it's encroaching on government land, remove it. That has to be the rule of law. I find it very strange how it becomes, all about minority rights or words to that effect. But the satellite images that you spoke of, and I want all our guests to look at these satellite images before I come to the next round of questions. The situation that was there in 2023 and the situation in 2025. Take a look.
We are using satellite maps to understand what exactly transpired near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque in Old Delhi area. So earlier today, The bulldozers of Delhi authorities reached at this place. As you can see, right at the edge of Delhi's Ram Leela Maidan, there is Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque. Now, the image that you see on your screen is from 2024. What happened between 2024 and 2025 was that new structures come up beside the mosque. This structure that you see on the right hand of your screen, similarly, these structures, these are new illegal structure which surfaced during 2024 and 2025. According to Delhi police and MCD officials, they has reached there to demolish these illegal structures. Now, how do we know these structures were illegal and what was happening there? So we have used street view imagery as well as publicly sourced images to confirm that around Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque, there was a medical dispensary which, according to officials, was illegal. Similarly, a marriage hall, this picture was taken from Google Earth, a marriage hall was set up right beside the Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque. And if you see today's pictures, these pictures were taken today, there is nothing, there's no damage to the mosque. But as you can see, the likely illegal structures, which is this dispensary as well as this marriage hall, have been demolished. So no truth to the internet rumors that there was a bulldozer action against the mosque. The bulldozer action was against the illegal buildings, which can be confirmed through these satellite pictures.
Let me bring in Abbas Haidar once again. Sir, satellite imagery very clearly shows mosque wasn't targeted. Illegal structures to giraye jayenge na? Or in the name of mosque, illegal structures will also continue. And irrespective of religion, Hindu or Muslim, everyone has to follow law of the land. High Court refused interim relief. MCD argued that the land adjacent to mosque was being misused, blatant misuse of public land for commercial activity. Where was the money going out of that marriage hall and diagnostic center? No accounting. Sir, explain, sir. And Samajwadi Party and so many others are defending this.
Gaurav ji, first of all, we all stand by the law of the land, and one thing is very clear: this is not about Hindu Muslim. There is also a mandir in that very area. I'll tell you. Second thing, the most important thing here is, it's about rich or poor. So there is a selective demolition. The structures of poor get demolished, and the structure of rich are very much there. A very big industry of this country, he lives in a house which is built on a work property. So this matter was sub judice. This matter was sub judice. This and 122 other properties of work was sub judice, and Justice Ori has already given that administrative control was given to the work board of this property, and the matter was sub judice. Then the demolition was taken place. 3-month time was given to the people. There is due process which is not been followed. There should be a notice given. Then there should be another hearing, and after that the demolition should have been done if it was supposed to be done. Second thing, there is also a guideline from Honorable Supreme Court when they have talked about the lawlessness of Uttar Pradesh. According to the High Supreme Court, lawlessness was the word used. When we talk about the bulldozer action, they have clearly said that there shouldn't be no midnight rush should be done by the authorities. They have also said I'm talking about the Supreme Court order, which is certainly the Supreme Court order. It is the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court guidelines on demolition was not being followed. There was
Sir, in this case, the police officer just explained why this demolition was carried out late at night so that it does not inconvenience people in a very densely populated area. You know that area very well. But Dr. Ajay Alok, why this urgency? Why this urgency to carry out demolition in biting cold winter night? The High Court had refused interim relief, but then there was no fresh execution deadline. The question that is being asked is, was there undue haste, undue urgency to act between midnight and 7 in the morning? Ajay Alok.
Gaurav, this order was passed 12 days back. How there is urgency? Had there been urgency, the day order was, the stay was not given, they could have broken that day also. I mean, what kind of a logic, frivolous logic is being used by Samajwadi Party and
opportunity of hearing, 15-day notice.
The law and order is being enforced, and somebody is pelting stone.
That is what the Supreme Court
Somebody is pelting. Why they should give you notice?
And you are talking
No,
about
why
this
they should
issue,
give you
but
notice
why
when
are
High
you
Court
not
has
talking about
refused?
the Assam issue?
When
Why
High
are
Court
you
has
not
refused
talking
to
about
stay,
Dimbu,
why are you speaking
where
in between?
48 police
Why you are
officers,
speaking in
including Director
between?
General of
Why you are
Police
speaking
and
in between?
IG, have been
Why you are
seriously
speaking
injured?
in between?
Because,
Why you are
sir,
speaking in
because
between?
that issue does not involve
There are
Hindu and Muslim. That is why you are not talking about
you are
violence in
beating around the
Assam.
bush because
48
you don't
police
have logic.
officers.
There is nothing about Hindu and Muslim here. There was nothing
why
about
you,
Hindu and
you
Muslim here.
have
Don't
been,
confuse
I've
the
been
issue.
watching
It
you.
was
You
only
are
about
different
police
channel
and
together. You
it
are
was
all
only
the
about
time
police
you are
and
talking
Muslims.
about Hindus
And the
Muslims,
following
ghettoization.
bishop,
Who is for
following
ghettoization?
bishop, you just
will
wanted
not
to
let
create anarchy.
people from another
You wanted to
community
create
can visit that
unrest.
place.
That was the
One
sole
gentleman,
reason. This is the
only Dr.
ecosystem.
Ajay Alok,
There was
only Dr.
police and
Ajay
Muslims.
Alok.
You are
Only Dr.
leading
Ajay Alok for the
ghettoization in
moment.
this country.
Only Dr. Ajay Alok will speak for
I
the
told
moment.
you-
Abbas, I'll come to you. Let Dr. Alok complete his point, sir. Go on, Dr. Saab.
Gaurav, I told you this is an ecosystem working out. This was the ecosystem working on it. And it's a pan-India phenomena. It's not just about Delhi. See, there was nothing about Hindu-Muslim yesterday night. It was only about police and Muslims. Police maintained the restraint, did some mild lathi charge and dispersed the crowd. When more than seven policemen got injured, two of them seriously injured. Now, suppose police has started firing. One or two might have been dead. Then what would have happened? Musalmanon ka daman ho gaya, Musalmanon ka ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, unrest, and then following riots. One after the other, the pattern keeps on growing, and we are not seeing here in Delhi. I'm telling you, I've given you examples.
You're seeing this a
We have
pattern
seen it
in different
Darbhanga,
parts
we
of
have
the
seen it in
country.
Muzaffarpur,
Tausif Ahmed
Patna,
Khan,
Banaras,
clearly,
Lucknow, everywhere there's the pattern.
Okay, there's no right to riot. If there is injustice or perceived injustice, Allahu Akbar कह के सड़क पे तो नहीं आ सकते ना पत्थरबाजी करने पुलिस पर. Go to a court, go to a superior court. There are so many avenues. Law of the land has to be followed, sir. Illegal commercial activity cannot be the excuse to carry out, a stone pelting at security forces at midnight.
I joined the issue with you completely. I agree with you that there are other avenues available. High Court order is passed, there is Supreme Court, plus the jurisdiction can be challenged and matter can go to the Waqf Tribunal. But the BJP spokesperson sitting in your channel just 1 minute ago said that the High Court order was passed 10 days ago and I will not follow any procedures set by any guidelines set by the Supreme Court for carrying out the demolition. 15 days mandatory notice, I will not follow. Why? Because I am a Anbhakt, I am a RSS Shakha educated person. Once I got the High Court order, I will seize the opportunity to create right.
Don't talk illogical. If you have some logic, then put it here.
No, please do not speak over me. Please do not speak over me. BJP is seizing the opportunity.
Because you're talking illogical in spite of being a lawyer.
To manufacture right.
You're just showing your intellect that you are a lawyer.
Let Mr. Khan complete his point.
I'm giving an example. In Supreme Court, another case is going on. What is that case? Delhi has hazardous air pollution. And Supreme Court very recently, only a few days ago, made a remark that the Commission for Air Quality Management is not serious on improving Delhi air pollution. They have not even found the cause for the Delhi air pollution.
So pollution is a separate story. This demolition following court orders is completely a different story. But
I am telling you about
brevity,
the pattern. Look at
sir,
the
brevity
pattern.
is your forte. But I want to quickly bring in Mr. Yashovardhan Azad for the last 30 seconds. I have on this part of the show. Mr. Azad, with these provocative videos that are circulating on social media and WhatsApp and other social media platforms being used to mobilize crowds, do you think the intelligence effort did not, gear up enough to prevent this, or the fact that it was limited just to 100 and 150 people and thousands and lakhs did not come out on the streets in the world city shows that the police were able to communicate very well?
Absolutely. In fact, let me tell you another thing. Police has every right to plan an operation like this to sort of minimize any kind of a damage, minimize any kind of a loss. So whether it's in the night, morning, afternoon, it's absolutely right. And as Dr. Alok correctly said, that they used restraint and 7 of them were injured. The other thing is that, any kind of removal of encroachment is met with this kind of a resistance all over the country. The High Court gave this order a couple of days back, and it was absolutely right. In fact, no encouragement should be given to any kind of discussion on this. And the last point, the social media, which is misused which is used for conspiracy, which is used for misinformation. There are two kinds of people who must be arrested by the police. One who attacked the police, and second,
Yes.
engineering this kind of a conspiracy on the social media. That time
I
is
will
gone.
let that be the last word on this part of the show. I want to thank all my guests. This is something that the police must keep an eye on very closely.